thank you to the Trek reviewer, who I'm assuming is a Star Trek fan. Andy says good. Ed Reed says like that. Ed Reed says you're good, Paul. And John Hart says lots of action figures. All right. All good, right? That works for me. Anyway, I'll just show the last one again. Mickey Dolenz, he's getting extra time. This is Mickey Dolenz. I wish his hair was longer, would have looked more like him. Now I can't crowd on the screen. I can't crowd Mickey's glory there. But anyway, I'm going to give Mickey a, you know what? I don't think it looks like him enough. I don't think it does. See his face? I'm gonna give him a 7 for looks on that one. Now, there's a lot of Monkeemobile toys. You know, remember the Monkeemobile? That thing was cool. The red convertible with the white top. Well, you can get a lot of those. You can get the little, I think Johnny Lightning has a little Matchbox size one. Corgi cars. Who else? Hot Wheels. I don't know. And now I think there's like almost like a Funko Pop. I don't think they did one, but there's like a Funko Pop. It might even be a stress reliever one. I didn't get any of those, but they do also have models out. And I know this isn't the Monkeemobile, but check this out. That's right. I was a huge Speed Racer fan. Yeah, back in the, well, when it was on, 60s to 70s for me. But I saw this at Walmart like a year and a half ago, and I haven't opened it yet. I don't know. Will I ever put it together? I don't know. I might. It was on clearance, and I'm like, I can't pass that up. That's the powerful Mach 5. He had buttons on the steering wheel. If you pushed one, it could saw down the forest. I never understood that. But anyway, there it is. But no, I do have more monkey stuff. Let me see, I'm just looking at some of the comments. When you said Monkees, I thought it was going to be Hathaways or Me and the Chimp. Not sure what that means. Let's see. The Trek review said, well, I'm a fan of old Trek, but new Trek makes me shake my head. I hear that. Yeah. It's purely logical. Yeah. Pure energy. All right, my next thing. Here, I only got 2 more things left. I just dropped one of them. I'll pick up in a second. But this isn't anything fun, at least when you were a kid. Books were never fun. If I was a Monkees fan, and it was 1967, which is, I'm pretty sure, when this was published, and I got a book, and I got a Monkees book, I wouldn't be that happy, you know? I would be like, you know what, I can't do much with this. I mean, I guess I could read it, but I didn't read much as a kid. Not as much as I should have. Anyway, I got this Monkees book, and it's called Who's Got the Button? And then as you see right down here, it actually says authorized edition, right? So what does that mean? It means it's authorized. It wasn't fake. And the other thing that bugs me about this book is, you know, it's a complete monkey story. I think it's got 170 or 80, no, 208 pages. You can't call it a graphic novel. You look through this book, and I'm telling you, there's like 5 pictures in the whole book, and they're all in green. There was one I just passed. Here's one. This is the picture they put with the book. Monkees were so colorful, graphic. They were in your face. You know, the 60s and 70s psychedelic, you know, colors. And the only pictures they have in this book look like this. And they're all green. The words are black, but then these pictures are green. So I don't get it. But anyway, there it is. And one cool thing about this book also is on the last 2 pages, it's got ads for other books. And if you look at some of them, they have television favorites. They had 2 from Bonanza. They had one called Garrison's Gorillas. And that's under television favorites. Anyone? I don't know what that is. Garrison's Gorillas? Bueller? Anybody? Also, let's see, Lassie. They had 5 Lassies. They had a Rat Patrol, a Star Trek, a Man from U.N.C.L.E. They had 2 of those. They also had I Spy, F Troop, The Invaders, and The Big Valley. All with books like this. That's right, you didn't have to watch TV or see pictures. You could look at words. All right. Somebody said, did you have these long? And what was my favorite Monkees episode? Oh man, they were all good. You know, I did that worst episode ever, and I talked about the one where they went to Paris. That one was kind of iffy, but I liked them all. I really did. They were it was such a different thing on TV. You know, was it for adults? Was it for kids? It was pretty much for adults. And, you know, with all their, you know, jump cuts and editing, it was different. And different was good. It's always good, I think. So anyway, yeah, I liked all the episodes. All right. I wish it was a talking book. And it is old, by the way. Yeah, somebody said it looks old. And I think I said 1967. Let me confirm or deny that. 1968 by Raybert Productions. All right. Oh, and by the way, I looked this up earlier too. You can still get this on eBay. Not this actual one, but you can still get one of these on eBay for like 10, 15 bucks. I don't remember where I got this. I don't remember how long I've had it. I said I'm getting old. I don't know what's going on. My last thing is kind of interesting. I got to get it off the floor. Hang on a second. Hey, talk amongst yourselves. Heck. Hang on. Okay, I almost got it. Don't look at that, whatever you're saying. All right, I got it. I'm good. I'm good. No, thanks. Yeah, no, I'm all right. Okay. Check this out. Oh, yeah. Official, vintage playing cards from the Monkees. And these go all the way back to 1966, I think. I saw earlier on one of them, but I'll show them to you. Anyway, it's a pack of Monkees playing cards. Yeah, it's definitely seen better days, and not just because I've been throwing it on the floor here today, but it's cool. They're cool. Is this a complete deck? I know that's what somebody's going to ask. Now, yeah, no, Paramount has not released all 19 seasons of Lassie, and that's troubling. Okay, now, here you go. This is what the front looks like, or the back. I never figured out what you call what. That's the side that the other players see, and then on this side, you have actual. Every card is a different Beatles. Or you can't edit a live video. Every card except this one is a different Monkees photo. And I'm glad I picked this out because if you look on the front of the box, at the bottom of the box, it says a card deck with 40 official photos. 40. So for some reason, on some of the face cards, they just decided to make them look like normal cards. But on other ones, on almost all of the other ones, or a lot of them, most of them, they put pictures of the Monkees. And they're not great. They're not super clear. You know, these were made for kids to just buy and, you know, play poker in their parents' basement when their parents went to their meetings. So they weren't meant to last, really. But let me see if I can find a good one. I have the Joker one. The Joker one is the only one in color. There you go. You know who that is. Yeah. All right. Any of these, any super good. Here's Mickey playing a guitar. I think it is either a swimsuit or at least shorts with no shirt. I'm sure you want to see that. That's 10 of clubs if you're scoring at home. All right. And then see, you got like the Jack, Queen, and King of clubs are just normal cards. But then when you get to the ace, you got Mickey. Not only is Mickey on his drum set, let me go back to my action figures here. You recognize that what he's wearing? That's right. He has got the action figure shirt on there. Huh? How cool is that, right? Not really. But it's interesting. Kind of. If you like the Monkees. Or playing cards. Or if you've ever played cards with the Monkees. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Any questions about the playing cards? You know what? I looked also up before I went online how much these playing cards were worth. And it was a pretty penny. Yeah, some people were trying to get $150 for the deck of playing cards. But, oh, here's the Joker, by the way, and it's the only one in color. You see them there, they're standing there. 4 Jokers. Yeah, right there. Some people were trying to get $150 for a deck of playing cards, this deck of Monkey playing cards. But then I think if you searched enough, you could probably get them for a lot less. Some people are trying to sell individual cards for like 15 bucks. I don't know. about that. As you see the box I got is all ripped up. Okay, okay, who's got a fun fact? The Beatles' San Fran concert, 1966 fans were given pamphlets. The Monkees are coming. See? I'm not the only one. I never knew that. Thank you so much. But I'm sure that made, I don't know how much of a rivalry there was. To be honest, I was a little young, like when these cards came out. So I don't know exactly how much of a rivalry there was between Monkees fans and Beatles fans. If anyone could let me know about that, I'd like to know. I mean, did they get along? Did the groups get along? Did fans get along? The Beatles, who, by the way, if you weren't with me on my last one, I've got their mini lunchbox, this mini metal replica lunchbox. It's it's actually metal. But anyway, the Beatles went on, I think, to be a little more successful. Yeah. Okay, yeah, you knew that. All right, that's going to wrap it up. Like I said, just wanted to get on here and say, hey, we're the Monkees stuff right here. And let you know, coming up this week, Monday night, I've got a worst episode ever of a big show from the 70s and 80s. And when I started looking into this, I found something I never expected. I'm still thinking about it, but it's interesting. I think you'll think it's interesting. I got that coming up. Also, more of the 10 Nielsen lowest rated shows are on the way. But that's going to do it for this little impromptu live feed. And, well, that's going to be doing it. And thank you so much for tuning in. If I ever acquire any more Monkees items, you know what? Maybe I'll show them off. What I'm going to try to do is maybe show off a different TV shows, toys. Maybe on the weekend if I do some kind of live feed. I might have to get some more because I've only got a few retro TV show toy collections, and they're kind of like the Monkees. They're not over the top. I don't have 100 million things. I got like a few things from each or any show. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Please keep tuning in, and thanks for everything you do. Until then, hey. His face, 8 out of 10. Mine, about a 4 out of 10.